Frank, Happy New Year. We've announced a big card on February the 28th in Birmingham, and we're going to see Matt Skelton, the newly crowned European champion, on that card, topping the bill at the moment. I know that you're particularly impressed with the way Matt went about winning that European crown. Just put it into perspective, how impressive it really is.
Well, I think Matt's done it really the hard way. When you consider his age, I think he's 41 years of age. He hasn't had any amateur experience. We've all talked about that in the past, but he's a guy that's gone out and won every title in absolute style. He's become British champion, Commonwealth champion. He's now won the European title, and last year he fought for the world title and lost a points decision to Shagav in the promoter's own backyard, despite being out of the ring. I think Matt's a credit to boxing, and I don't think he gets enough recognition for what he does.
You mentioned that obviously you went and brought to win the European title. I mean, it's been some time since a British heavyweight has been able to go and do that, and I think you were especially maybe a little disappointed about the amount of press coverage he's got, because sometimes Matt Skelton doesn't get the credit he deserves.
Well, he didn't get any ink for the fight, and he went out and won it. He's our first heavyweight European champion, I think, since Henry Akinwanda, which I believe was about 1995, and before that it was Lennox Lewis in 1993. So it's a long, long time since we've had a British guy win a European title, and and he won it, and he was not expected to do it. He didn't get the recognition he should get, but I believe now he's got the title. He's fighting Martin Rogan, who's won the Prize Fighter series on Sky TV. Beat Audley Harrison last time, beat him on merit. Tough fight for him, but went out and done what he had to do. So for both of them, I think it's going to be a tough fight next time. But at least you've got two genuine guys in there who come to fight. They don't know any other way. They've both got big hearts, and they both walk forward. And I think it'd be a real good fight for the fans.
I know boxing purists talk about boxing skill, or maybe even the lack of boxing skill, maybe unfairly, with Matt Skelton and Martin Rogan. But in terms of what they deliver, the excitement they deliver, that's really what puts bums on seats, isn't it?
You can. There are those people. I mean, I like the skillful side of boxing, but I also appreciate the endeavour and the work ethic that guys put into fights. I mean, Matt Skelton's probably fitter than any fighter in Britain. I mean, this guy lives and breathes training. I mean, I'm not an advocate of guys in their 40s fighting. I think, for example, Evander Holyfield, I wish he retired, despite it was a very close fight he had last time out. But Matt is this young guy. He's young at heart. He's as I say, he's had no amateur experience, and you've got to take your hat off to him. You've got to say, here's somebody who's gone and done it. He didn't come in. He wasn't mollycoddled. He's not been, he's not been wrapped in cotton wool. He just went out and done it, and as I say, and done it the hard way.
Let's move on. Don Broadhurst, Commonwealth champion. I think in the past he sort of said, I want to test, because in that division it's been hard to find a good test for him. But he's certainly got a test here. A young man who's just recently lost a British title fighting Andy Bell. How close do you think that fight's going to be?
I think that's a good fight as well. I mean, I fancy Don to win it, but I think it's going to be a tough fight for him. It won't be easy. Andy was in a bit of a mauling fight last time, but I think it's more due to the opponent than himself. They both come to fight, a bit like the heavyweights. They both come to fight, and again, Don's quite a little exciting fighter. He's built a good fan base up in Birmingham, so I think it'd be a good atmosphere there. And I think again, the fans are going to get a decent little match there.
And also an exciting night for Birmingham, because it's the first time we're going to see the newly signed Olympians out on that card. I know we're going to speak about it a bit more on Monday, and I'll speak to you a bit more about that on Monday. But just, first of all, just to give us a little taster, I think, how excited are you that we're going to see these boys on February the 28th?
Well, I'm excited about it, but I don't want them to, today's press conference obviously is about, about Matt, Martin and Don. So I don't want to overshadow them with the Olympians, but as far as the Olympians are concerned, I'm very excited, because it's the start of their journey, and we're going to see, how far they go. I mean, we'll be speaking more about it on Monday, and I think that's, not only for me, but I think for all boxing fans, it's going to be an exciting time.
Well, we look forward to Monday to find out more details about the Olympians. Until then, thank you very much, Frank.
Thank you, my darling. Happy New Year to everyone.